Okay, update on the Rivian and the tire situation. Took it into Discount Tire. So another thing that happened yesterday is our right front tire started losing air pressure. Diana hopped in the vehicle to go to her class for her fitness class in the morning, and the Rivian notified her that the pressure in the tire was only at 27 psi. These typically run right around 48, 49 psi is what you're supposed to air them up to. I know it's a lot, but it's a big, heavy vehicle, so they increase the tire pressure pretty substantially. So she pulled into a gas station, which she's never done before in this Rivian, and aired up her tires. So, or at least the one tire. And then she went to the gym, came back out, and it dropped already 4 psi. She had some other errands to run throughout the day, and she had to go visit her mom. So when she left to come home, it was down to about 30 psi at what about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So there's a slow leak in this tire. I aired it up yesterday. It looks like it's gone down a little bit overnight. I can tell just by how it looks with other tires on the car. So I need to make an appointment over here at one of the tire shops to get this thing changed. And then it dawned on me, hi, I wonder if these tire shops have the necessary pucks to lift up the vehicle. And a lot of times I rotate my own tires, and so I wanted to have the capability to rotate my own tires if I wanted to or needed to. So I hopped on Amazon and I bought some pucks that you can use to jack up the vehicle. I'll show you those pucks here in a minute. So here's the jack pucks I picked up online, paid for them out of my own pocket. And they're magnetic jack pucks for the Rivian R1T and R1S. Jackpucks.com, but I did just look them up and bought them off of Amazon since they could be delivered in overnight. So let me just flip it open. It's first time opening. Looks like it's got a pretty nice case. And there they are. So they have two colors. I think they had a red color and a yellow color. I just went with the yellow color because I like the color yellow. So they have magnetic tops. On the bottom, they have these nice little grips. Haven't tried them out yet. Looking forward to giving them a shot. Stay tuned for a video in the future, and I'll show you how these work and give you a quick demo. But basically underneath the Rivian, there's 4 spots where you can jack it up from, and there's a little plastic cover that covers it up, so you have to pop off that plastic cover. And then the jack puck goes up in it, and it has magnetic magnets, so it will stick. And then you can use whatever type of jack you have. You can use a floor jack. These also come with a little indentation here, so you can use a bottle jack, and the bottle jack will fit up inside this hole, and you can jack up the car with the bottle jack as well. So pretty cool. Excited to give these a shot. Hopefully I don't have to use them all that often, but I figured, hey, I better get some on hand, just keep them in the car in case we're out and about, and if we're traveling and shops don't have the capability to lift your vehicle, whether it's a tire shop or some other place, that they're on hand and can be used so that they don't damage your car. Okay, update on the Rivian and the tire situation. Took it into Discount Tire. They pulled the tire off the vehicle, looked at it, and decided that the tire could not be fixed because there was a screw and it was too far out onto the shoulder of the tire. I should have taken a picture of it, but I didn't. What's a little bit irritating with Discount Tire is they wouldn't let me take the vehicle home. They said, no, we can't let you leave the shop without a sound vehicle or sound tires, because if you're in an accident or have issues, you could come after us and be liable if there's an accident or something. And I told them, look, I drove this thing in with this way, just put the tire back on and away we go. Well, what they did is they actually removed the tire from the wheel. They should have just taken the wheel and tire off the vehicle, rolled it around, said, oh, look, here's the screw. It's too far in the sidewall, but they removed it from the wheel. So I felt a little bit stuck on, kind of like they had me cornered and penned in that, hey, you have to buy your tires here from me. Discount Tire in the past have always been good to me. I've bought lots of tires from them. Not once in a million years did I ever think that they would basically hold my vehicle hostage until they could get a tire put on it. So originally I decided, all right, I'm just going to put one new tire on it because those tires run about $600 a piece. So I figured, hey, let's just replace the one and away we go. Well, I got home and started thinking about the other vehicles I've owned in the past that have been all-wheel drive cars. And I'm like, oh, crud, I wonder if I need to replace all of the tires due to the tread depth difference amongst the other tires. So I hopped online, went to Rivian's site, and they recommended 230 seconds is the maximum tread depth that you should have on the same axle from tire to tire. So on the front, only 230 seconds between the left and the right. And on the rear, it would be the same 230 seconds between the left and the right. Well, unfortunately, the tires that I had on the vehicle, the tread depth was significantly worn down on these tires. And so I had to call Discount Tire back and say, look, I think we need to order 3 more tires for this vehicle. The tires I really wanted for this vehicle were the Hancock's Ion HTs. I've heard good things about those. They run about $330 a piece, whereas the Pirelli Scorpions run right around $600. These were just under $600. I think they were like $590 each that I had to pay. Unfortunately, nobody had these Hancock tires. I was kind of stuck in a rock between a hard place. Discount Tire wouldn't give me my car back. The only way to get it back would be to put it on a tow truck and have it towed home, or find some sort of a spare and then put that spare on. I do have a spare tire in the back of this thing. It's one of those weird spares that's collapsible. Looking back, I should have forced them just to put that spare on, came home and waited until the middle of next week. The problem is we needed the vehicle for the weekend. There's a lot of stuff going on in the family, and so we couldn't be down just to one car. It was hard enough being down one car just for overnight while we waited for the tires to come in. So unfortunately, I bit the bullet, ended up going back with the original manufacturer tires. I did end up buying the 4 certificates that Discount Tire offers, because of the expense of these stupid things and how pricey they are. I figured, you know what, I've only owned this car just over 7-8 months and already had a tire that needed to be fully replaced. I thought, hey, maybe it's good insurance. If I use it once, it'll pay for itself. Hopefully I don't ever need it, but as pricey as these suckers were, I just bit the bullet and went for it. I guess that's what you get. You buy an expensive vehicle. It has expensive tires, and the maintenance on it is a little bit higher than anticipated. These are the most expensive tires I've ever purchased. I've purchased tire and wheel packages before, and those were less than what it was just to get these 4 tires put on the vehicle at around $600 a pop. So do the math and you can calculate what I spent. I think the certificates were about $115, I think, per tire. We're glad to have the Rivian back. We got 4 tires that are matching. I just didn't want to take the chance of causing damage to the motors, drivetrain on this thing, especially after seeing Rivian's recommendations of only having 230 seconds of a difference between the tires on the same axle. So yeah, I could have bought just one more tire and had 2 new tires on the front or 2 new tires on the back. But then again, the problem you run into is those older tires run out or wear out, and then you got to replace just those 2 tires. So you're constantly having to go back to the tire shop more often than you would just to put 2 tires on, and you're going to have 2 nice tires, 2 old tires, and I guess I'm just OCD and would prefer to have all of my tires be the same age, be the same tread depth across, and not have to worry about having issues or problems. Another thing they did as well, they did have Rivian pucks to jack up the vehicle. When I came out, all of the puck covers weren't even snapped in. They were all dangling down from the car. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to snap these in. Took a picture of them, took a video, showed it to the guys, and I snapped in the pucks. What was interesting, on the passenger side, the puck apparently they put in the wrong spot, or it was too big of a puck, or it slipped, and it actually smashed and pushed in some of the plastic around that puck cover. So I pointed that out to Discount Tire, opened a claim with them, just so I could get that looked at, because who knows what's underneath there. I want to make sure no damage was done to the battery pack or that area, since that plastic piece was smashed pretty good, and it made it hard to put that puck back in, or the puck cover back in. I'll take a quick video of that puck cover here. Okay, so here we are underneath the vehicle. So these are the puck covers that you can pop out, and then the puck sits up in there, and you can jack up the vehicle. Well, what they did is all these puck covers were left just dangling down after they replaced the tire. You can see on the inside here, right in here, that that it dips down. So that should be flat and straight across the whole thing. But they got the puck misaligned, lifted it up, and just smashed in that plastic piece. Yeah, it's no big deal. I struggled a little bit to get that puck put on, just because the hole over there where it clipped in wasn't very good. But then again, you know, they smashed it, and it shouldn't be smashed. I know it's just a little plastic piece, probably not going to hurt anything, but I don't know what's underneath that. Did something else get bent underneath it because it didn't go right in the location of where it's supposed to be? And it's just like, you know, you got these expensive vehicles, they should know and take their time and appropriately lift the vehicle and make sure the jack pucks are in the right spot and not be in such a hurry. So it looks like this can be fixed relatively easy. Looks like there's just a couple of bolts here that you can remove, and you know, it comes along here, and it's kind of hard to film because I'm upside down, but there's another, you know, removal here, and then it looks like it breaks here. So it looks like just this one panel can be replaced. But again, there it is. The piece of plastic just kind of smashed flat because they were in a hurry and didn't get the puck set right. So but wanted to submit a claim just in case, and wanted to ensure that they were made aware of their lack of care when working on a customer's vehicle. Yeah, minor thing. People may beat me up in the comments, but then again, you know, if you're a tire shop, you're professionals, you should ensure that your pucks are in the right spot, and lift up the vehicle accordingly as to not damage anything. So I wanted to give you a comparison of what that should have looked like. So here's the puck on the driver's side. As you can tell, it's in. Again, this one was dangling down as well, along with all the other ones. But you can see here, hey, they got this side right. There's the plastic piece. It's not smushed in. It's flat, and no issues here on this one. The other three were fine. It's just that one on the passenger front that they messed up. The question is, did they mess that up in the beginning when they removed the one wheel, or did that happen the second time when they lifted the whole car up to change all the tires? But here's what it's supposed to look like. The previous little video showed what the damage was done before, where it kind of pushed that in. I was disappointed. I'm going to let them know in my review. I would love to know your thoughts on the whole tire situation. Was Discount Tire in the wrong for basically commandeering my vehicle and not letting me take it home for that evening? And I kind of felt, you know, pinned in and kind of stuck at the tire shop. Again, I could have forced them to put on the spare. I didn't want to have to go through all that trouble. I guess it would have been them having to pull the spare out, air it up, and then put it on the car. And then the spare, you can only drive 50 miles an hour. So that kind of limits us on what we could have done for the next 5 to 6 days. And so I just was ready to be done and not have to worry about it. So again, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.